Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bro, what can I say that I haven't said already, Terry, man? What can I say that I haven't said already? All I want to come on here and say is basically, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that everyone can finally see what I was seeing at Man City, because I was bigging him up in the summer, like I've said 1,000,001 times. I didn't expect him to be doing this at this level, Terry, but he's only going to get better, man. And like I've said, we haven't even seen him with our main team right now, because we're missing with about 3-4 players that arguably should be starting for us. Lavia starts for me. Fofana starts for me. Reece James starts for me. Who else is there that's been injured as well? There's one more player that I'm missing. I'm thinking of.
Nkunku.
I can't. Nkunku starts for me. Do you know what I'm saying, Terry? So right now we're literally in Parma FC. So imagine with better players around him.
Can I ask you a question on that when you say Nkunku starts? Because he plays more of a support striker. If Palmer's in the 10, where does Nkunku play?
Nkunku would probably be off the left, in my opinion. Okay. I think he'll play off the left and then link up with Jackson that way, and they'll probably alternate positions, because Jackson obviously...
You know what? It doesn't matter. Be another option off the bench, no matter what.
Yeah. And obviously, we know Nkunku's injury record ain't great as well, so it's not a situation where he needs to start every single game, Terry. But what I said in my preview that I did on my channel, I spoke about Palmer playing in that 10. And that's the attack that I actually went for. I said I want Madueke on the right, I want Mudryk on the left, and I want Jackson up top with Palmer in that 10. And for me, why I said that is because Everton usually they play a low block. You know, I wanted our wingers to be running at both of their fullbacks, because when we last played Everton, Ashley Young, he struggled at fullback against Mudryk with the way he was running at him, right? And Stamford Bridge is a small pitch. You need to make sure that you're stretching both sides. You know, and for me, I've said it, like, for me, I prefer Palmer down the middle, you know, because I like the way he passes. I like the decision-making that he makes. You can clearly see that he's not like Gallagher in that role. He's comfortable on the ball. He drops deep as well to come and collect and help in the first phase when we're trying to build from the back. I know I was missing Enzo today, but if you noticed, most of the building was Palmer that was helping. In the second half, when we was winning by a couple goals, Gallagher was starting to get a little bit more confident on the ball. But initially, Palmer was dropping quite a bit to help, right? But listen, this is what I want to see more often. I need to see the manager going with his best options that he can go with in each position. I know these men ain't world class. I know these men are not the guys that we grew up on, but help them perform. And today he helps them perform, you know, by playing them in the positions where they're most comfortable, you know. And it's no surprise, like I said, that the attack looked a lot better. The back as well today, Thiago Silva and Chalobah, like someone said, you know, these guys have played together before. You can clearly see there's a clear understanding there. I think they should carry on playing together, to be fair, because Badi Shield's been poor this season. And Disasi, for me, him and Silva together, they're too slow. You know, the line is way too deep when they play together. Chalobah, he's more of a squad player as well, but he can cover more ground. That's why he's better at right back than Disasi. Do you know what I'm saying? But Terry, listen, it's a big win, because I wasn't confident before the game. Like I said to you, 1 win in 5 against Everton before this game. Yeah. Last time we played them at the Bridge last year, bro, I was at the game. They brought on Sims. The guy's in the Championship right now, balling out. But he scored. He scored just before, I think, on the 89th minute or something like that, right? We ended up drawing that game. So Everton, they've been a little bit of a bogey team recently. We haven't really done well against Everton. So it's a good way to build a bit of confidence for Poch to hopefully trust more players, because we've got a big game at the weekend, man.
Very big game. I wanted to ask about Nicholas Jackson, because I thought he had a good game up front. His goal was absolutely out of this world, in my opinion, as well. What did you make of him tonight?
Bro, listen, he was good, man. He was good. The link-up play, like I said, on the ball as well, trying to take risks. There's a few times where it worked. You know, his decision-making can be a little bit better. Like, he'll beat one player and then try to beat the next man and try to beat the next man. Yeah. Sometimes just pop it off and let someone else do that. Make the run, the late run like Palmer does, collect it back and you'll score a goal, you know? But ultimately, Terry, again, this is a player that shouldn't be starting for Chelsea, but we have to analyze the situation. And for me, he's improved. He's improved from what I was seeing at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, I will say this about him. You know, 13 goals now this season. It's matching what he did last year. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, my God, the best thing since sliced bread. But he's someone that should be a support striker for you. Like, as in a backup striker, maybe not your first guy. If you have a player like him on your bench with a better striker in your team and he's scoring 13, 14, 15 goals across all comps a season, that's not a bad player to have.
I also think he'd work well off. He'd work well off a striker as well, I think he'd work well with a 9 as well. If he drifts a bit out wide, that's another option as well. His touches today were very good. They've always been good link-up. Him and Palmer have played well all season together. There seems to be a natural chemistry there. for the value of money that's in the transfer market right now, he's delivered this season. You can see there's still a rough edges around him. He's not an out-and-out number 9. We all know that. But for what we pay for him, what other strikers have gone for this summer and not delivered in some parts around the world, he's actually delivered. So
I wouldn't even say he's like a bad player, though. Like, we've never been saying he's like been a bad player. As Terry said, just the stats shot 13. He
also got an assist. But he also got an assist tonight for Palmer's opening goal when he laid it off right in Palmer's path. So he does that. He's just not going to be prolific. He's going to be a slight version. For me, he's going to be a slight version like Kalou was. He reminds me so much of Kalou back in the day. He's going to frustrate you, but he's not going to be clinical. But he's going to be there. He's going to chip in with important goals.
Yeah, he very much could do. Matty's here with us. What are you saying, Matty?
How's it going? Sorry, I would have put my camera on, but I've got problems with it, so I don't know what's up with it.
It's a light.
So, I thought today, I mean, I want to cast my mind back to the start of the season where I actually said that Cole Palmer was the most underwhelming signing. I absolutely have been butchered, really. I've actually been proven wrong for a change. Stunning, absolutely stunning. If he's not the signing of the season, he's got to be up there. Like, absolutely stunning. I think it was good for Alfie Gilchrist as well to get on the score sheet as well. Young player, Chelsea Academy. You know, I think we played really well today. This is the biggest defeat, just to let you know, this is the biggest defeat of Sean Dyche's managerial career, and it's the biggest defeat that Everton have had for over 20 years or so. So that's quite something. So 6-0 is amazing. It's our first clean sheet since January. So I'm quite happy. I thought we did a very good. I thought we played really well today. You know, no salt at all today. But I think the handbags at 10 paces, we could have done without that. To be quite honest with you, you know, I wish Poch would stop waiting for a bus and actually do something. But you know, to be fair, you know, a lot of people are throwing Conor Gallagher under the bus. Can I just say, he actually stepped in and actually said, no, he's taking it. So to be fair, you've got to give him his props tonight. You know, he did really well tonight. You know, I think they all played well.
Certainly did. And when you think about Cole Palmer being signing of the season, I mean, if it's sometimes hard depending on if a really good signing wins Premier League or Champions League. That's all. It always takes more centre stage, but a 21-year-old signing for a dysfunctional Chelsea, but for 40 million and maybe being the Golden Boot winner, he's a shout for signing of the season. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's an absolute shout for it. I wanted to